Ciao tutti. Hello everyone. In this video, I want to elaborate a little bit more on my study and my new perspective on ancient cultures. And in particular, the culture of the Etruscans and the link I feel with the Mayan cosmology and 13 moon calendar. Um, where do I start? Um, as a child, I already felt that we are all unique creatures and creators. And there was something inside of me that was connected to music, but the sound of music that we all play in the bigger harmony. And now that I'd say this, the sound of music, it was also that movie that I saw every Christmas again and again and again because I really loved it. I loved singing, and as people said, I had an angel voice. I stopped singing and I started singing when we arrived here. So we are singing already more than 9 years here in the choir of a medieval village, Montone, here in Umbria. And why do I say all of this? Because when I studied all these ancient cultures, I noticed something very interesting. I noticed that they had rituals and ceremonies when little babies were born. They connected the birth to the stars, how the stars were at that day at the sky shining. And they connected the deeper soul mission, or what this new soul that just arrived on earth, not coincidental. They connected, or they were able to calculate and express what this particular new soul was about to bring in the community. Because they knew that, like all the stars in the sky, not one star is fighting another star. Everybody or every star is taking its position, unique position in the sky. And so they saw all the new babies as new stars born on planet Earth with a certain contribution, a certain song, a certain note in the bigger harmony of the sound or the frequency of Mother Earth. And this may sound a little bit crazy, but when I saw this or tuned in on this, I thought it's the most logical thing of all. We are all unique human beings, souls that reincarnate every time, at least we decided, to be reincarnated, as coming from my perspective right now, after having read so much and studied so much, and actually felt also that this was really what I want to believe, but I also know deep down in myself. So if I always share this story, if we are all souls that decided to come this time to planet Earth in this time period, and we all have a free will. So up there, before we came this time, we were sitting at a round table, and together with all the people that play a role in our personal movie right now on planet Earth, we all made agreements. Yes, also the crazy, painful experiences. You decided, because you as a soul decided to come to Earth this time and have an experience, and you wanted to learn something very specific. So you were also choosing which parents, what will you be your date of birth. And if this is all true, and we can see and move through life like this, we can better see what actually, why we are here, what is our unique tone in the cosmic harmony, and the harmony we all play together, the frequency we all play together here on Earth right now. And this was for me so fascinating that I continued my study on the Etruscans, how they really balanced each other out and lived in harmony. And women really reflected on the men who could co-create together with them, like a small microcosmos, like we call it here, so that they knew that the children that would come from this marriage would also be contributing to the harmony of the bigger cosmos, which was then the community. So it was all, from my perspective right now, we lived probably in slower pace than we live right now. We lived much more in connection with Mother Earth and Father Cosmos. And we remembered, and we always were in connection with that bigger song, that harmonic frequency that we are all co-creating together. And so the Mayans even went deeper in this, and they created this whole calendar and this whole solar sealed tzolkin connection, and they actually gave particular dimensions on all of this. And then they felt that the number 13 was a very important number and sequence. And then they had 20 different solar seals. And the combination of both makes that the tzolkin has 260 days. And we always go from one creation wave of 13 days into the next creation wave of another 13 days. And it's all about frequencies again, because you start a creation wave with a certain energy, and that energy is actually building up with the 13 different tones until the last day. And today we actually start the yellow human creation wave. And I was born on a yellow human tone 5 day. So no wonder that I feel, especially today, that I wanted to record this message. In the end, everything is connected, and we hear this a lot. But for me today, it's when I look at my life and when I look at all the people I met until now, when I look at all the decisions I made, the person I became along that way, when I look at my life and my parents and where I was born, what happened, and all the people I asked at that round table to play a role. And then I look at my life path of the Mayans, it all made sense. It still makes sense. And for me, it gave me a lot of internal peace, inner peace, which is, from my perspective, a lot contributing to the harmony frequency of the world right now. And so, what I felt and still feel, and feel even more by the end of this message, is that this is why I went over my fears, so to speak, and I felt it was time to start more, to share more, and to create more videos about this perspective. And yeah, and with that, I inspire many more to tune into your unique song and your unique tone and unique note, so we can all together contribute to this frequency of harmony that we all decided together up there at the round table, that we want to co-create and sing all together right now here on Mother Earth. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye bye.